The idea for tonight's discussion is very much directly relating to the rapidly intensifying city that we live in. The diversity of cultures, of abilities, and of ages of people that we're welcoming into our boundaries, and the diverse needs that they're bringing with them. Needs for public space, need for public building, need for housing that works for them. We've put together a panel that speaks to the topic across the country, across the city, and then each individual in a neighborhood scale to speak to how inclusivity is translated in design in a variety of ways.
We created the InContext video series to understand and document the impact that contemporary public realm architecture projects were having on communities across Canada. One project that left a profound impression on us and which we felt had the greatest impact on the communities served is the one we'll be sharing with you today.
I think unlike almost anywhere else in Canada, the majority of the people that we're serving are Indigenous people, so 90-95%. We're working with very real, live, current cultural groups that are dealing with very day-to-day problems. There's historical issues, but there's also future issues. How does that move forward? And the challenge is there to try and build something that helps in that environment.
One of the main ambitions for the Lacalamita school project, and that was to create or to inspire hope. How can something so intangible like hope be expressed through architecture?
Around the same time, this is what the city's skyline looked like. Fast forward about 10 years, and there's been a lot of vertical growth in the city. 85% of the growth in the city has been in high-rise form. Who are we drawing into our new neighborhoods, and who are we excluding? How can we incorporate children into our planning process? And so we've broken the study into 3 scales. So in trying to answer the question, what could be done at the unit scale, what could be done at the building scale, and then what can be done at the neighborhood scale.
We want to talk about inclusivity and really where we see that sort of going based on the work that we do, which is mostly sort of community centers. For us, we see sort of more and more what we call aggregated program these days. Arenas with pools, with libraries, with daycares, just a sort of greater and greater and richer mixes of sort of programmatic opportunity. And these generate a kind of really broad spectrum of use. And we're seeing, a lot of familial use, a lot of intergenerational use, a lot of cultural use, and we're finding these buildings are really becoming these sort of real civic hubs within the communities. Given that Toronto is the world's most multicultural metropolis, it's actually, I think, the best place to think about a design philosophy that embraces inclusion. I think it's actually kind of important that we talk about this stuff because it's really valuable, and I think one of Toronto's strengths is it actually has some inclusion built into its DNA right now.